You're giving me a million reasons to let you go. You're giving me a million reasons to quit the show. You're giving me a million reasons. Give me a million reasons. Giving me a million reasons. About a million reasons. Hey Queens. So, yeah. Lady Gaga tweeted me. And I was laughing because I was with my mom. We were in the car. We needed some stuff, and then we were getting food to eat and to take home. I'm leaving from school right now. It's like Sunday. I'm like doing like church stuff. And, oh my god, it was hilarious because, you know, Ayo and Million Reasons. Million Reasons is like charting really good. Gaga's like kind of pushing Ayo as a single. Million Reasons is a single though. A lot of people are like, oh yeah, like Ayo, blah blah blah, you know, like hi. And well, I was kind of jokingly tweeting like basically as monsters, so to speak. Not really including myself, because I'm just like whatever, you know. I mean, at least we got a Joanne album, like they say. And I was just like, oh, if y'all like don't stop complaining, you know, like Gaga's just gonna make us another jazz single with Tony Bennett, be like the next song that comes out, you know. And she saw that tweet and she just like tweeted back Polka. And I guess that could mean like a myriad of things or whatever. I don't think that's the right word. But yeah, I started laughing because I was like Gaga's followed me since I want to say 2011, but I could be wrong. I don't remember right now, but I know I like took a picture of like my iPod when she did and like posted it on Facebook. I was in middle school, I think, and stuff like that. And yeah, I was like in my mind I was kind of laughing and like at the same time like, oh my gosh, she's probably thinking like I'm shading her Tony. And basically I was shook. But like in a funny way, you know. I was like, okay, like this is just of all tweets Gaga could have seen, because I was thinking about like, okay, like hi, I have no idea what this car is doing. It's fucking trash. But it's just gonna reverse. I mean, like damn. Because I was tweeting, I think the week of Joanne, and when she was doing SNL, I was basically kind of getting like very deep, like emotionally, so to speak. And I was like, man, like, you know, we're never gonna have like another Gaga. Like, we are so lucky to have grown with her. Like, especially me, like, I'm in college now, but like I was, I think, 5th grade going to 6th grade, kind of when like she was, well, when I first heard songs and I fell in love with like, I know it was kind of Poker Face at first, more because my brother had the song on his phone and he would play it. I mean, now he like, I guess just doesn't like Lady Gaga anymore. Like, he's very like, ugh, when he hears her or whatever, anything like that. Oh my god, this sunlight. I hope I'm not being like completely washed out or whatever. But I remember hearing Just Dance and everything, and then it was like 6th grade, and then 7th grade, 8th grade, you know, and then Born This Way was coming out, my grandma died, and stuff like that. And then like all those like nice kind of like emotional tweets, because sometimes I see people like pacify or Gaga, or which I don't know why people hate on her, like leave her alone. It's like ridiculous. And I think that was a Hillary Clinton sign that was in October. And I was again tweeting like that week of Joanne's release, like SNL and everything. Like, again, we were so lucky to like have Lady Gaga to grow up with. Like, we hear so many things about like Madonna. I'm wearing the Applause shirt. I mean, hi, good morning, I love both. But like, you know, her fans had her, and other people were able to grow up with her artists more or less. Of course, I kind of had Britney and Christina, of course not completely like I do with Gaga. Like, we're growing with her from, like they say, the day her career kind of blossomed into the mainstream community, as well as, you know, a little bit before. And I was just like, we again are just so lucky to have witnessed her growth, witnessed her evolution, just witnessed all the changes she's even done into society, like Don't Ask, Don't Tell, the LGBT community. Like, we've had so many things. And again, she's very, very, very like underappreciated, and like people don't really take her, like, it's not even like face value or for what she's worth or anything. Like, they just, I don't know, it's like, I don't think they'll ever admit, like, more or less the general public, that Gaga really just did a lot, and she's continuing to do a lot, of course. And of course some people don't like Joanne because it's like too country, whatever. I'm living for it. I'm like rediscovering my own like kind of like Mexican background, so to speak, with like those rancherito songs and stuff like that, you know, like that really Mexican mariachi music. That's what I'm talking about. And stuff. So I said, for me, like, she's helping me explore my culture, etc. Like, Born This Way was so meaningful and speechless on the Fame Monster, and of course with the Fame, like, all that kind of fueled who I am today, and I'm sure it's done more or less the same for you guys out there who are fans as well, Little Monsters from the beginning. And I mean, I just feel like with this album, I remember being like, I just can't wait to like hug Gaga if I meet her, God willing, and just be like, thank you, because like 10 years basically of my life has just been with her. Like, a decade of my life has been centered around Lady Gaga, and that is like before she was the Lady Gaga the world knew, so to speak. She is the same person, but like, you know what I mean, like the meat dress and the VMAs and oh my gosh, the rah-rahs on the radio, you know, like I was there or something, like, you know. And I don't know if that makes any sense at all. I feel like I'm rambling because like this car is like in front of me, like being weird or whatever. But again, like for me, like it's meant so much, I guess, to have Lady Gaga in our lives. And I know that the sun is going to be washing me out because it's like when the sun sets, that's what I don't like. But just bear with me, you guys. And again, like all those tweets that I was saying, like, we're so lucky. Again, I know I sound like a broken keyboard now and I sound so repetitive going around dancing in circles. But yeah, like we just, I don't think even our generation takes into consideration like how amazing it's been having her and what she's done for us, even if we acknowledge it or not, even like the little things that sometimes we probably won't even like realize. Like she's done a lot. And like, again, God willing, hopefully I get to meet her and say thank you and everything like that, because I do look up to her. And I think what she saw in like her idols, again, like Madonna, Bowie, blah 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 blah, and then taking that and making her own, you know. Of course, people are always going to compare her to Madonna, and of course we are going to see similarities and like some instances like, oh, that's reminiscent of, you know, Madonna, but she isn't Madonna. Like, you can't be another person, but people still paint her as that picture, but then are the same ones who be like, oh, hey, you know, like, she's never going to be Madonna. It's like, okay, yeah, we're like telling you that, even though you're saying she is like the next Madonna. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of a, I don't know if oxymoron would be the right term. I don't think it is. But again, it's just wow. And then aside from that, I was also tweeting about like, I feel like very kind of spiritually rediscovering myself, looking back. I was kind of, I guess, just reminiscent overall and kind of just a bit lost in time, so to speak, in the sense of looking back at where we've come from, where I've come from. I mean, be that location wise, you know, where I come from city wise, where I come from spiritually, whatever, you know, and being like, wow, like, it kind of was like thanks to Gaga that I got to do this and do that, and like because I'm doing this. And even like with YouTube, like, and Twitter, like I only did social media because like Gaga was on social media, like I just wanted to have a part in that, and also because like everybody hated me, and I mean they still do, but like I just wanted the attention, you know. Who doesn't? And I was just like, wow, like Gaga's done so much for me, like indirectly, you know, like it's just, it's crazy. And I think with Joanne, I just really enjoy the whole album. And I was laughing also at the Tony Bennett thing, because I was pretty sure she probably thought like I was shading like her jazz era, but I'm like, no girl, I love Tony. Like, I remember hearing like Tony's, what was it, his songs. Of course, when it came out with Lady as a Tramp, like we had the Amy Winehouse single, and then we have Christina Aguilera's single, which, I love. Stepping Out with My Baby. I love Christina Aguilera's voice in that. I mean, I love Christina Aguilera too, but like, you know what I mean? Like, it's cool, and she sings ballads. I'm like a Christina Aguilera ballad fan. And, I mean, I love Bionic. If that means anything out there. I don't know. But I was just, you know, just looking back and thinking like, wow, like there's been so much, and I've done so much, and I think I've done things because of Gaga, and just, it's taken me places in a way. And I feel like I'm rediscovering myself, and I felt like that's what happened with every album. Like, there's always like this thing that like sparked inside of me that I was like, oh, like that album just gives you life, literally. And again, I'm experiencing that with Joanne, and I'm like thinking of so many things and rediscovering again my own culture and like my own idols and just being like, what can I do in my own self? How can I be what Gaga is for us to others? I guess is what I'm trying to say. And again, I have found other things. I don't know if you've watched my other car vlogs. I feel like no one really does. But I was talking about this person who makes music, I'm pretty sure. And of course I've met artists, you know, Carly Rae and stuff. Like I've known her since 2011. And of course Simply Rain, who you saw, who I went to the release party and stuff. She had a couple performances over the past weekend. Fortunately, I'm never able to attend because college is literally killing me. And it's killing my creativity too. But I feel Joanne is supplementing me with kind of the inspiration, the passion to keep going on. Even though I fall into like a routine, which I hate to have happen. And, you know, that's kind of like bleeding me dry in the sense of creativity, inspiration, individuality, and everything like that. But, I found this guy and he's like doing music and stuff. And like, I kind of just wanted to like start making music with him. I mean, I don't know if that'll ever happen. But I did invite him to South by Southwest and stuff. And I do want to make a video with him because I really need to. I said I was going to do a Kesha video and I never did because I get really kind of heated about it. It's kind of like deep for me because, not as a fan, but just like as an advocate for sexual assault victims and stuff like that and everything like this. But with him, like, I just want to get his story out there. And I did it for a news interview, and I mean, nothing is coming out of that. And that's kind of what I got annoyed by, because it's like, okay, like, that was my assignment, I did it, and like, it was really good, but like, it's kind of forgotten. And I just want to do like a video with him, but I also want to like make some kind of music or whatever. Like, I don't know, like, he's really cool, you know. And I was kind of like, I kind of find him a little bit inspirational in some sense, and all these other things. But I don't know, like, I've just again been rediscovering myself and my life, and just seeing how far I've come, etc., etc., etc. And I don't know. I think off of the album, of course, I'm pretty sure, like most people, I do love John Wayne and Dancing in Circles. I didn't like Diamond Heart and stuff, but I've started to grow to like it just due to a personal connection that I've made from it. Other things like this, and of course Joanne, and I think every song to some extent, I just loved it. Like, you know, wow, the beat is good, but I think now I've attached specific meanings and instances within my own life to Joanne, and I've fallen in love. And again, I was just laughing so hardcore because again, for like 5 years, like, I've tweeted Gaga, like, how much she's mean to me and stuff like this, and then for that one tweet to be like, you know, like, that shady tweet, but it's no shade, honestly. I love Tony Bennett, I love the cheek-to-cheek era, like, I love every time we say goodbye. I even made, like, a sing-along to it for Rami Malek. If you guys have followed me for a while, you know who he is, and what he, why I like him, and stuff like this. He's an actor, of course, Mr. Robot. I'm associated with the TV show, and, I love, like, Lush Life and Every Time We Say Goodbye, like, Beautiful Nature Boy. Like, those are the ones that I kind of, like, love to sing along. I mean, more specifically, Every Time. Like, I just, that song means so much to me because of, like, people I think about. And, like, people who I, like, fall in love with and who I'm, like, singing to. And, I don't know, I was just laughing because I'm like, she probably thought that was, like, shady or something. It's no shade, Gaga. It's no shade. I love Cheek to Cheek and I love Tony Bennett again. Like, I know. It's funny. And, like, y'all were so quick. Like, I don't know what Little Monsters did it. And, like, some people are like, what the fuck is Polka and stuff like this. And, like, it was, like, it's a huge, like, my mentions are still blowing up. My mentions are, like, still blowing up. And someone on Wikipedia was like, oh, Gaga invented the word polka, like, on October 29th when she, like, tweeted it off her account. And I was like, watch her be a link to my account, like a link to my face, and I was like, Lord, like, I'm gonna be remembered as that little monster who, like, was shady or something, and I wasn't shady. It's funny, but again, like, in my mind, I was like, I'm all tweets, Gaga, I'm all tweets that you saw, like, that was the only tweet. But I mean, it's fun, it's fun, I know, it's hilarious. I just hope Gaga didn't think again I was being shady. I'm just like, no. But, yeah, I don't know, Lady Gaga tweeted me, and that's kind of like, I know I ranted on for so long. Hopefully y'all stayed until this part of the video. If you have, subscribe, like, comment. It was crazy, and I, like, framed her tweet on a picture frame. If I remember, I'll put the picture in here. I feel like I'm home. But, yeah, it's crazy, guys, in a funny way. And my mom was like, Gaga's gonna fight you in the parking lot at the Joanne ball if she, like, thinks it was, like, shady or whatever. And I was like trying to explain to my mom like shade and stuff like this, so she could kind of understand like the joke and like the gist of the conversation and stuff and like everything like that. And I was just like, and she kind of like understood it. I'm pretty sure she was kind of like, oh my gosh, like you're just like I'm a mess, you know, like I'm a mess. Like good morning, good evening, right now, but you know, whenever you see this happen. And I was just like, Lord, and I like tweeted a picture of me like with a frame tweet. It was hilarious, y'all. It was, I couldn't stop laughing. And again, I really liked American Horror Story Hotel. Like, I saw it again and I like fell in love with it. And I want to like emulate the Countess. Like, every time I saw it, like, I just want to be like that dangerous, like, sexy vampire hoe. I don't know if that makes any sense to y'all. But yeah, I don't know. I was falling in love with American Horror Story Hotel again, specifically Gaga's character. And I was kind of, I remember on the night, like when she won, like she also, Mr. Robot's actor Christian Slater, again, hi, Mr. Robot here, like they say, and she gave him the award, Christian Slater, and Rami Malek didn't get an award, but I kind of, like for me, that was like when worlds collide, because here I am, started like YouTube and social media because of Gaga, got involved with Mr. Robot, went to South by Southwest, you know, Stephanie Cornelius and stuff, like here and there conversations with the actresses and stuff like this. And then, like, to see Gaga give an award to Christian Slater, but then, like, the association there, like, American Horror Story Hotel, Gaga, and, like, Mr. Robot, Christian Slater, and, like, just them. I mean, for me, Rami Malek deserved an award. I mean, I'm not saying Christian Slater didn't, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, it would have been, like, more amazing for me to see them do it, but, like, to see Christian Slater, like, for me, I was just like, oh my god, like, when worlds collide, like, again, me specifically, like, Mr. Robot, and then, like, Lady Gaga, like, oh my god, like, you know, that's, like, it's crazy. You know, I was like... But I was just like, wow. And like in my mind, I was like, hopefully like one day I'm something like, I don't know. And hopefully Lady Gaga can give me an award. I don't know, present me with an award. I don't know, you know, like just, it's things that you dream of and stuff like, and I know, I was like, oh my gosh, Christian Slater, like I'm so like jelly that like she gave you an award, you know. I was like, that is amazing, you know. I was like, oh my gosh, like that's like things like little monsters dream of, you know, like it's weird, but like I was like, Christian, like oh my gosh, you know, like it was crazy. And then I was laughing because I'm like, Sam Esmail probably hates me, like the creator of Mr. Robot, for some reason, like I don't know, not like literally, but like you know what I mean, like he probably hates me because I'm like, I'm crazy, okay, like it's hi. But again, I just, what is y'all's favorite song of Joanne and stuff? Like I've kind of loved every single song. Of course, sometimes I listen to Angel Down, I kind of get teary-eyed because I'm just like, man, crazy to see how much hate and prejudice is still around and that's been revived thanks to Donald Trump, a fucking demon. And it's just weird, but just gotta keep hope alive and love each other and everything like can come to mama. And I don't know, it's funny, but yeah, Lady Gaga tweeted me and I hope she doesn't think I was being shady and stuff, but like in my mind, I was like, of all tweets through all these years, 5 years, I said that had to be the tweet. I said, where was she when I was tweeting, like, all those, like, deep, sentimental, and sad, looking back on my life and everything tweets. I was just like, oh my gosh, it's hilarious, y'all. It's hilarious, like, it's funny, but, I don't know, that was Lady Gaga tweeting me and more. I always ramble in these car vlogs and stuff, so, I really hope you liked it, and if you're still here, please subscribe. Please like, rate, share, comment. Again, subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. I love doing YouTube, honestly. I feel like nobody listens to me, and I feel like even if nobody does, like they just watch like a minute of this video, like I still feel like someone out there is hopefully watching and takes me into consideration. I don't know, you know what I mean. You know, like at least someone's paying attention somewhere, hopefully, God willing. But yeah, I don't know, so I'm gonna sing along to Joanne. It's been playing in the background, and it's on Sinner's Prayer right now, which I love. And it reminds me of like Devil Pray by Madonna and stuff, which I love. It's like, ooh. I love those like religiously bad songs. And I don't know, I think I'll end the video here, y'all. So again, what's your favorite songs of Joanne? What does Joanne mean to you? Who is your Joanne? Obviously my grandma died. I was young and stuff, and Born This Way came out, so That's my like Joanne moment with Born This Way, and of course Christina Aguilera's Bionic, specifically Lift Me Up. That song I had it on repeat, and You Lost Me and all these other things, and Stronger Than Ever and Little Dreamer. Like I don't think I've ever like been impacted by my grandma's death. I don't think I've ever like really come to terms with it or anything, but I know one day it's gonna hit me. Sometimes there are like little portions of it that I'll see in my life that I'm like, I get teary-eyed and I'll like cry a bit, but like I don't think I've ever like let it sit and simmer and ever dealt with it or coped with it or grieved like normally, or whatever the word would be. But that's my like Joanne moment and stuff. So who is your Joanne, and like what was your like Joanne moment and stuff, and what's your favorite song off the album? And I don't know, you guys, just let's share our love for Gaga and Joanne in the comment section down below, please. And again, please subscribe. So anywho, I want to say hi to Rami Malek. Stay safe, God bless, and I love Joanne. And no shade, Gaga. No shade. I really hope you don't think I was being shady. But hi to Rami Malek, you guys. And I don't know, we'll see what the next video holds. So hi, Rami Malek.